just think happy thoughts. Hang around with people who feel good mostly. Think of reasons to feel good. But mostly, I just get up looking for a reason to feel good and almost always find it immediately. And then I milk it. Some people will think that it's too simplistic. But as you begin to demonstrate how great you feel, and as they begin to see, especially those who know you, the things that they've been hearing you talk about, as they begin to see those things flowing into your experience, as they begin to see your prosperity improving and your laughter more obvious and common, and they begin to notice how clear-minded you are and what good timing you have, what good comedic timing, what good intellectual timing, what good psychological timing, just what good timing. It's going to be so noticeable. You are going to be such powerful demonstrators of those who have accessed and harnessed and directed the energy that creates worlds, that a sort of euphoric feeling of joyful invincibility is going to be yours, to the point that when people point out even the most serious seeming from their perspective of problems, you're going to stand solid in your knowing of all is wellness, and you're going to support them in the same way that Source supports you, by not freaking out because they have chosen a lower flying disc. And before you know it, you won't freak out when you find a lower flying disc either. You'll understand how it works. You'll understand that, this is just a step one moment, and that's all part of the process. I'm predominantly now, for the first several years of my life, I was predominantly in step 3, because I was born that way. Then those around me began insisting that I become more accountable, which meant try to compensate for their inability to stay on their disc. We hope you heard that in the way we meant it. So then I had sort of a rough ride for a while, where I was having predominantly step 1 moments. What are step 1 moments? Contrasting moments where I know what I don't want, so I know what I do want. I know what I don't want, so I know what I do want. So I was asking for quite a few years of my life. I was predominantly doing step 1 moments, stumbling accidentally into alignment, but not really knowing what I was doing. But it was a good plan, because during that step 1 phase of my life experience, all of you have passed through that now. I filled my vortex with all kinds of specifics that matter to me. And now you're in the step 3 phase of your life experience, where now getting on the high flying disc, that's your work, that's your work, that's your work, that's your work, that's your work. So I'm done, Abraham, I'm not going to create anymore. Oh no, because you're not going to stay on the high flying disc. You're going to dip, you're going to still have step 1 moments, but you're predominantly going to be living step 3 moments. Occasional step 1 moments, because you can't not expand. You want to continue to clarify, but predominantly step 3 moments. You see what we're getting at? How can I assure predominant step 3 moments? By making sure every day at least starts there. And if we have done the best sales job that we have ever done about anything, we've convinced you to at least give it a go, to at least try to see what happens. And we would so love a repeat of this gathering with these identical magnificent beings 30 days from today, to hear from you what has happened since you have found and established and maintained and enjoyed and understood what it feels like to be on that light-hearted, good-feeling, high-flying disc.